Now this question is based on the examination pattern. Now what happens when an examination, in the examination a question paper is in front of you, you are going through the question paper right in the beginning and you are looking at there are choices are very less, okay, but mathematically how much choices the examiner is going to give you, let us go with this question. Now in an examination a question paper consists of 12 questions divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. Now part 1 contains 7 questions and part 2 contains 5 questions. Now a student is required to attempt 8 questions, overall 8 questions, selecting at least 3 from each of the part. So how many ways can a student select the questions? Now so we can have, when it is written at least 3, we are written at least 3, okay. So how many cases we will be having? Now case 1. Now in the case 1 we are having select 3 questions from part 1, and now when 3 are selected from part 1, total are 8, then and 5 from part 2. So total ways a student can select the questions is equal to, now we are having from 7 questions we have selected 3 and from 5 questions we have selected 5, okay. So means in this, from the second part all the 5 questions. So on solving what we are getting, this we are getting 7 factorial upon 3 factorial times 4 factorial into 1, because 5C5 is 1, okay. Now NCN is equal to 1, or we can write it 5C5 is 1. So now this becomes 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial upon 3 times 2 times 4 factorial, this is equal to 35. So in the first case we are having overall 35 selections. Now case 2. In case 2 what we can take it now, we have selected 3 questions from part 1, now let us select 4 questions now. Select 4 questions from part 1 and 4 from part 2. Overall ways is equal to 7C4 times 5C4. 4 and 4 makes 8, okay. So now this becomes 7 factorial upon 4 factorial times 3 factorial into 5. 5C4 is what? Or you can write it 5C4 is 5, you can write it 5 factorial upon 4 factorial times 1 factorial. Now this becomes, when we are solving both the things, we are getting 175. So second is 175. Now we are having 4 questions from out of 7. Now case 3. Case 3 we are having 5 questions from part 1 and 3 questions from part 2. Overall 8 questions, okay. So total ways is equal to, now 5 questions from part 1, 7C5 times 5C3, 7 factorial upon 5 factorial with 2 factorial, 5 factorial upon 3 factorial times 2 factorial. Now this becomes 7, 6, 5 factorial, 5 factorial, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3 factorial upon 3 factorial 2 times 1, and on solving we are having 2, 1, 0. Okay. So from all the 3 cases now 1, 2 and 3, hence required number of selection is equal to 35 for case 1, 175 for case 2 and 210 for case 3. So total is 420. Now look, just think it that it was just given that you have to attempt at least 3 from the each part, then how many ways selection is there. Don't think that it is just 3 or 4 ways, that is 420 ways are there to do such a question.